For today's video, we're going to get some gameplay with Thora. You'll be able to get her from the event store for 2,800 gold. And here's what she looks like when she's maxed out. The only accessory that we got was the shield on her back after the first evolution. But this is what she looks like when she's fully upgraded. Her three main abilities are Plasma Pulse, Bull Rush, and Decoy. And for her standard perk, she has Electrified Floors, which causes enemies standing on structures attached to your base to take 12.7 base energy damage every 5 seconds. And for her commander perk, it's going to make them take 38.1 base energy damage every 5 seconds. And we are going to test it with a few different loadouts, but first we're going to try it with the Preemptive Strike team perk, because I want to see if it causes our Electrified Floors to deal more damage. And for our support team, we have Base Kyle, Ice King, Power Base Penny, Mega Base Kyle, and Heavy Base Kyle. And the mission we're going to do is to fight the Category 2 Storm, and we're also going to be doing this solo. But before we get into the gameplay, I do want to show some examples of her perks and abilities. And the first one we're going to take a look at is her
Decoys, Lois! Decoys!
It uses a total of 30 energy and has a 30-second cooldown, and it'll distract any enemy caught within its radius, and it's going to last for 6 seconds. Next ability we're going to take a look at is her Bull Rush. It uses a total of 20 energy and has a 15-second cooldown. It's about 3 tiles in length, and it deals physical damage. Really useful when it comes to stopping smashers from charging at you. What just happened? That was a long distance Bull Rush. It's really going to be useful to stop smashers from charging at you or your base, as well as mini bosses. And it's also good against Riot Huskies.
Fuck you, Thunder! You can suck my...
Oh! No, you didn't. Next up, we'll take a look at her Plasma Pulse. It uses a total of 40 energy and has a 45-second cooldown. It deals energy damage, and it's going to last for a total of 6 seconds. The last thing I want to take a look at are her Electrified Floors.
Yes, the floor here is made of electricity.
With our current loadout, it deals a total of 15,164 energy damage every 5 seconds. And it looks like it dealt 15,164 damage again. So I don't believe the Preemptive Strike is going to help increase the amount of damage you do against enemies that have full health. And her base is only going to extend up to 4 tiles. So you're going to have to sort of put it closer to the action if you want more husks to walk on it. And I went ahead and tried coconuts, and that doesn't look like it's going to help buff your electric floor damage either. Alright, so we went ahead and changed our team perk to Supercharged Traps, since Preemptive Strike didn't increase our electrified floor damage. And we're also going to switch Mega Base Kyle with Azalea Clark, because she has a perk that can increase your ability energy damage, and I want to see if it applies to Thunder Thora's Electrified Floors, since they deal energy damage. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and see how much damage we deal with Azalea Clark and our support team. Well, it did a little bit more damage, not a whole lot, but it did increase it to 15,382 instead of 15,164. So if you want to increase the damage of your electrified floors, you can put Azalea Clark in your support team. And not only will that increase the damage of your electrified floors, but it also increases the damage of your Plasma Pulse, since that also deals energy damage. So Preemptive Strike doesn't increase your electrified floor damage, but Azalea Clark does.
Let me in! Let me in!
I think you've exceeded your limit for today, sir. Alright, let's go ahead and start it. And oh, I need to upgrade this.
Not now.
Looks like most of them are coming from the west. And as you can tell, I placed down a lot of floor pieces.
Got one over here.
Mainly because I want to try to electrify as many husks as I can. So we didn't really place a whole lot of traps in this direction. But we do have a couple of tunnels in the other direction. And we also have 3 defenders helping us out. And they're each using 130 obliterators. And I think since we don't have a mini boss, let's go ahead and throw down our first slow field. And hopefully that'll cause them to get electrocuted a little more often. But yeah, you may have noticed that we've sort of placed our base in a different location than we normally do. Normally I like to place it on the Atlas, But with certain constructors like Thunder Thora, oh, there's an explosion, and Heavy Base Kyle, I like to move them a little bit closer to the enemy spawn, so that way they're a little bit more useful. Like with Thunder Thora, for example, it's going to be able to electrify more husks that way. Obviously, it's going to make your defense around your Atlas a little bit weaker if you don't have your base on it. But it's not going to be as effective when it comes to the electrified floors, because it's not going to have as many floor pieces as compared to having it over here where we do. Let's see, it looks like we got blasters, huskies, riot huskies, and we're going to try to use our abilities as much as possible. But I also want to try to get as many kills using our electrified floors as well as our traps if possible. Uh-oh. Bees came out of nowhere. It looks like they're spawning towards the east now. And we do have a tunnel over here. We went ahead and placed down a tunnel. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and move my base over here so we can electrocute some more husks. And it looks like we got some spawning over here as well. Uh-oh. It'd probably be better if I put my base over here.
No.
That way make it a little bit tougher.
Now.
But yeah, I didn't know we were going to have water husks, which is why I mainly built with stone.
Can't.
If I had known, I would have built with metal. But I noticed that for whatever reason, sometimes they don't show you the element notification. And I didn't see one after I placed down. Oh, we got propanes. And I didn't see one after I placed down the
Not now.
second Atlas. But yeah, the weapon we're going to be using is this 130 Gravedigger. But again, I want to try to get as many kills with our traps and our base as possible. Uh-oh, we got propanes.
Can't.
Didn't explode our walls though. Perfect.
Not now.
Check and see how this one's doing. But yeah, we did go over the build limit for a couple of reasons. Like I said, I like to place down a lot of floor pieces so we can electrocute. Oh, and let's go ahead and place down some over here as well.
Sorry.
Help us out a little bit. And it looks like we lost a couple wall pieces over here.
Enemy close.
But yeah, one reason I really like Thunder Thora is because you don't really have to waste a whole lot of floor traps if you don't want to. We can still snare them by putting the Ice King in our support team, and we can still do damage because we have electrified floors. Normally I don't use her as a commander though. Most of the time I just put her in my support team whenever I play with the Constructor and try to get a decent base loadout. She's one of the heroes I use. But I don't really use her that often as a commander.
Impossible.
And we got propanes laying around everywhere. Alright, so they're coming over here now. So I'm going to go ahead and place my base over here. That way we can slow them down. And our base can do more damage. But yeah, as you can tell, we put down a lot of floor pieces. So that's why we sort of went over the limit on this one. It doesn't really affect the payout or rewards. I just try not to most of the time because it makes it too easy. But like I said, with Thunder Thora and Heavy Base Kyle as well, I usually like to place my base a little bit closer to their spawn and place down as many floor pieces as possible. That way it can explode more often and electrocute more often. So let me double check on my defenders. Everybody's up. Okay, everybody's doing good. But yeah, I would definitely recommend getting her if you haven't gotten her already. She's the only constructor in the game that has electrified floors at the moment. And she works really good with Heavy Base Kyle as well. And like I said, definitely a perk I use often in my support team.
Hey, help me out.
Uh-oh. I think, oh, Grandpa's down. Yep.
Help!
Can't.
Get back up, Grandpa.
Now.
I think we got a flinger or something going on over here.
Flinger!
But yeah, obviously it's cheaper to just have electrified floors than to place down traps.
All hands,
Uh-oh.
Atlas under attack.
I think that's from the flingers, yep.
Flying husks!
So we're gonna have to replace that, and I think we lost the defender as well.
Cold dead hands off our laser.
Let's go ahead and use another slow field while I replace this good stuff. Oh, what is this doing here? Not sure why that was
Atlas
there.
needs help.
Yes, I know. And let's try to replace our defender pad.
Sorry. No.
Where you at, Grandpa?
Stand and fight.
There we go.
Can't.
I know technically we reviewed
Spotted one.
Thunder Thora before, but that was before the hero loadouts.
Atlas taking damage.
We'll get him next time.
And her perks were different
Save the Atlas.
as well. What? Wait, which one's taking damage? Is it still this one? Let's check this one out. Oh, yep.
All hands, Atlas under attack.
Oh my goodness. Let's try to get some layers here, man.
30 seconds left to go.
We just need to survive. I think we got it though.
All hands, Atlas under attack.
Oh, they broke through down here too. I did not see that. Okay, I think that's where they were coming from. And these propanes are making me super nervous over here.
Atlas needs help.
But yeah, that'll do it for this one. For those of you who have tried it, let me know what y'all think about it in the comments below. And let's go ahead and check out the rewards before we go.
Ha! Double trouble. Multi-Atlas wins.
Alright, so we got a level 4 loot chest with some gold, storm shards, and hero XP. We also got some frost up, as well as some reap perk. Anyways, that'll do it for this one. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.